All right, let's get in there.
Let's do it.
That's Jonathan's gynecologist voice. All right, let's get in there.
Wait,
We gotta stop this shit and say it.
All right, welcome everybody in to the podcast. I'm Jonathan. That's Will. That's Wes. You're listening to Maturely Immature.
Let's do it.
What's going on, gents? Feel a little better today than
Yes.
after
Yeah, I've been in the sun for 4 hours.
hours. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Feel a lot better. What y'all been up to?
Dude, I've been working a lot, and I got to work tomorrow too. So, not so much fun, but earning money.
Hey,
Yeah, hey, can't complain about that.
Amen.
what about you, Willie B? Anything new going on?
Huh? Can't think of anything. It took me about 3 days to recover from golf. You know, I was that sore because I
God.
never
Didn't take me
worked
that long.
out full body exercise every time I would go golf.
Yeah, I've just been gearing up for that Hawaii trip. I'm
There you go.
excited. I'm excited. We leave on Tuesday and we're there for 8 days. So,
There you go.
but you know, it just seemed. I don't know if I'm just seems like there's a lot of prep or if I'm just doing a lot of prep. You know, I'm trying to get the yard mowed before you leave. You got to, make sure the house picked up because I don't want to go on a vacation and get back and they're like, oh, the house a mess. You know, I hate coming back to a dirty house. You know, buying all the crap you need and stuff like
What
that.
did you do? The important stuff? Get a spray tan 6-pack and everything?
just the shaded.
Yeah, you get
I would
it
just shave it
shaded.
in.
There ain't enough.
and then
There ain't
undercut it.
enough paint to get that looking proper.
Get you a bunch of Hawaiian shirts, or you just gonna get them there?
No, I just got to get them there. They'll be authentic.
Yeah.
Will's been telling me, hey, get you a Hawaiian shirt, this and that. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to look like a tourist.
Yeah.
See, I
Just
would-
wear a white button-up shirt of all different variations. Call it done.
I would just get a Hawaiian tropic bikini while I'm there.
For me, though,
Yeah. You don't want to get burned, sunburned.
yeah, be like, well, my wife and 2 girls have bikinis. I didn't want to feel the odd
Left
man out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's been, because I just am, when I'm going somewhere, I always feel like I'm going to forget something. And I feel like it doesn't matter how well or how prepared you are. You get on the
always forget
plane, you're like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot to do this.
Remember, you're going to a fully populated city. They've got stores.
Oh, they got a
everywhere.
Walmart, I checked.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, let's go to Hawaii and let's go to Walmart and McDonald's because we don't have those.
Yeah, and you know what else is on my list of stuff to do before I leave? Clean my pool, because heaven forbid my neighbors and people, I don't want it to be dirty for them because it's going to probably get used, which is fine. But, all right, I guess we could jump into current events. Since
Let's do it.
We didn't have a lot going on.
What do you got for us, Wesley?
Oh, I'm gonna start it off. Okay. All right.
We always like to just
Throw it around.
Yeah.
No order here. A library book that was 119 years overdue was returned recently. It was checked out of New Bedford Library in Massachusetts. It was found in West Virginia University libraries through a book donation program. The book was actually called An Elementary Treatise on Electricity. It is reported that the book is in extremely good condition.
Oh, that's good.
The library at the time had a 5 cent per day policy of late fees, which would total up to $2,100
Dang, for a book.
for one book. But luckily, they cap it at $2 for the penalty.
What really would have made this story pop as if you'd have been like, yeah, and it's the guy that checked it out turned it in. Just crazy old.
So the guy's on his deathbed, and it's like, what is the worst thing you've ever done? I haven't returned this book. Do it for me. His last language.
He's stressing about it.
He's so good. Unreturned books is like the worst
Oh
thing
man, he's just
done.
trying to cover all them sins before
There
he
you go.
checks out.
But just do a donation program. They're just like, oh, here's an old book. Here, give it to the
Well, the
university.
fact that it made it back to them, I mean, because think about all the different things that could happen to
Oh,
a
yeah.
book.
Most
the
of
fact
them
that
destroyed,
they figured it out,
just
or
over.
just still in somebody's random bookshelf. You know, that's crazy. What about you, Doze Man?
Well, I've been seeing, I guess kind of weird things lately in Florida. You know, they have a huge Burmese python, python issue going there. And like within the past, couple weeks, someone caught a 16-foot python with 60 eggs inside of it.
6D eggs?
6-0.
Yeah, 60. And they average like 50 to 100. Well, then someone caught a 19-foot python. And then someone caught a 14-foot python with 111 eggs inside of it. I mean, they're killing all of them because they're such an
was this
invasive
part because I
species.
think every year they have like I don't know if it's a tournament or like a thing where they go out and like a bunch of people sign up for it and try to just catch as many pythons as they can. Was it part of that, or just people were just
Well, I
finding
think
them?
people are just hunting them. And the first one that caught the 16-foot, he used his python sniffing dog. I was like, guess they use dogs now to sniff out pythons.
Okay, you're in Florida. What are you more concerned about? Pythons or gators?
I'm going to say probably pythons because they're not indigenous. They have no natural predators. And
know,
they're
but-
dropping this many eggs.
Yeah.
I know that on an ecological standpoint, but I'm talking about you personally. Like, what are you worried's going to get you?
I would probably say equally because, I mean, obviously they're not worried about alligators and stuff as much as they are just because, like Wes said, I mean, these are invasive and they ruin
And I guess you probably could
ecosystems.
find them anywhere because you could probably be like, I don't live super close to water, so I'm not too worried about gators, but that may not
pythons,
stop a
man.
python from
Yeah.
showing up.
Yeah.
And they're dropping that many eggs. I mean, no, nothing's going after them. Because, I mean, I know what it's from. Is people
Yeah.
are having them as pets and they get out of control and they let them out in the
Well,
wild.
and you can still have them as pets and like train them and this and that. If it's that big of an issue, it'd be like,
That outlaw it or, put you on a list.
yeah, or you have to go through things to get rid of it,
Yeah.
You know, sounds like it's just already out of hand.
Yeah, it is.
Personally,
I know-
especially if they're having 110 per.
And like iguanas are another thing in that area that are real invasive and taking over.
Really,
You know, I know.
I didn't realize they were invasive.
Stale cracker. That's one of those little deals. He goes hunting them. And
Yeah, I'm sure he eats them.
he does.
Man, I saw this story and I thought directly of Will. No, this judge in Italy says that groping is only a crime if it lasts more than 10 seconds.
So let's count.
No
that.
joke.
1, 2.
Why are y'all all
three,
grabbing me? Because I'm the
4,
middleman?
Yeah, exactly. Because if we
6,
did this, it
7,
would look weird.
8, 9, ha.
Yeah. Dude, 10 seconds is a long time.
Yeah.
No shit. I'm sorry.
So Wes was like, if I stop, does the count start again?
Oh, right?
10 times for 1 second.
I was like, no. There was 1 second interval.
I just thought that was crazy that, 10 seconds.
That's insane.
I mean, how many times do you hear about people just groping people as they pass, through concerts and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
On the train.
Like,
yeah.
be legal.
packed
at that
areas.
point. Well, I guess they're not saying that it's illegal. They're just saying this particular judge saying I'm not charging you with a crime unless it's 10 seconds or more.
I mean,
it
at
just
that-
blew my mind. though.
At that point, that's sexual assault.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
So then what if you're the, defense attorney? Well, can you prove the 10 seconds? Ooh. So, I mean, you
Good
get, yeah.
answer. Because how would you prove 10 seconds?
Well, and then just that set a precedent there in Italy.
No, I mean, obviously, this is just one ruling, so I'm sure
Yeah.
it's not,
But that'll be
but it's just
referenced
crazy.
in multiple cases hereafter. On this case, and this judge said this.
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
agree. I
mean,
agree.
that's
Until it has to go to some kind of higher court.
Whatever
I don't
they're-
know how the court system is in Italy.
yeah. But they have something of the equivalence of Supreme
Dude,
Court.
there's no way that would fly in America.
America. No.
Yeah.
There's no way. As it shouldn't.
No,
As it
no,
shouldn't.
no. I think that's one of the things I think the liberals and the conservatives could come together. No, that's sexual assault at 10 seconds.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, if it's unwanted.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if we get liberals and conservatives coming together on anything, but I think the majority.
That and 9/11.
Oh, yeah. And then one other thing I saw that I thought was interesting, the star, it's a famous star called Betelgeuse. It's like one of our closest large stars. They say it's the 10th brightest object in the sky, you know. Well, supposedly there's some new research coming out, it hasn't been fully peer reviewed and everything, that it may go supernova in our lifetime.
But will we be able to see it happen? Because it's so far away.
I mean, it's 625 light years away.
So it may have already happened.
So we would die.
No.
625 light years?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
far would a supernova travel, though?
Well, I mean, no, it wouldn't kill us, but the
Okay.
light, the light
yeah.
travels, I guess, infinitely.
Well, then how close would a supernova need to happen to us to...
Yeah, that one about four buildings down.
Yeah.
Four planets down.
The one that's 93 million
Yeah.
miles away, approximately.
Yeah, that one.
That one would catch the news.
Yeah. They say if that one goes, the supernova would engulf the Earth. Like, that's
Yeah.
how far out it would go. But I was bringing that up because it's just a small chance it could happen. But if it did, supposedly, in 30 to 50 years, you could see, if it goes from the 10th brightest, and they said it would be 1,000,000 times brighter, or maybe 10,000, I can't remember the exact number, than it currently is. So it would be a pretty bright object in the sky for
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
year or so.
if they're saying it could do that soon, it may have already done that, and we won't see it for.
Yeah, if you're talking
that many
about,
light
because
years.
the light we see
see
from it is
is already
600 something years
old.
ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I could have read, or I don't know if it said in the article, if they meant like it could happen, but they were talking about like we could see it within the next 100 years. So
That's
I mean,
pretty cool.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of scientists that are like, no, because some scientists think the star is really young, but this group obviously thinks it's older.
Well, I mean, I was basing my supernova knowledge off the movie Supernova, where they're trying to outrun it, get back to Earth. Everything's going to be destroyed. So that's kind of, and I was like, oh, I guess we're going to be destroyed in our lifetime. Got
So
it.
just pure facts is
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
basing.
pure facts. You've seen that movie Supernova?
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, I think. Well, maybe it's not even called Supernova. Maybe I'm thinking of something completely different.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Never heard of it.
Which, I mean, Will talks about a lot of stuff. I don't know what he's talking about. So I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I haven't heard of it.
It definitely sounds like a B or C movie.
And then, have y'all seen a new TikTok trend of jumping out of speeding boats into the water? And
I've seen that.
4 people have died in Alabama doing it because when they hit the water, bam, snaps their neck instant.
Yeah, it's like hitting
Instant death.
concrete.
Yeah.
Which
How
is,
fast is the-
here's what's crazy about this story. Let me tell you a little story about jumping off of moving boats. Is when I lived in Houston, my parents had a jet ski. And the top speed on it was about, at least what it said on the jet ski was 55, I think it was, 55, 56 miles per hour. And my brother and I would ride on it together, and I'd ride in the bike. If he's driving, I'm in the back, and vice versa. And we took turns a few times going full speed, and then the person in the back just jettisoning themselves off. And dude, hitting that water is like hitting concrete almost. So luckily I'm still here.
Well, I guess these people might be trying to dive off of it, like diving in the concrete.
I mean, I was wearing a life jacket, and it was just jump up and then come down like this. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what these people are doing, but it's crazy to think that I've done it. Kinda. I mean, I don't know. Of course, they could be going 70. Who knows?
Yeah.
Some of these boats are just crazy fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know for a fact Wesley's got a movie for us because he just saw it. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
So, Wesley, what movie did you go see today?
I literally just got back from watching Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
And what Mission
I'm ready.
Impossible is that?
I'm ready.
Like 7?
Are there more Fast and Furiouses or
No,
Mission
this is the
Impossibles?
7th because my wife and I just watched 1 through 6
Yeah.
in preparation for this movie that we're going to go see later.
And it's definitely one I would recommend watching the last one just to remember who the
Got
different
it.
characters are, which I did. I did that I think on Monday. I freaking loved it.
It was
I'm not
good.
gonna lie, I loved it a lot. It
Oh,
was really
man.
good. There's some parts in it, particular Will Haley's part the girl that was on like Agent Carter in the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
She's a little frustrating sometimes. Like she kind of reminds me of the girl that was in Indiana Jones. The most recent one, the Dial of Destiny. She kind of reminds me of that at some time point. But overall, action sequences are fantastic. Great storyline. It's one. The pace of it is just right with the action. How
long is it? About
2 hours and 43 minutes.
Ooh, that's a long one.
So it's one. Definitely use the restroom before you go. But yeah, I really like. I haven't even written a review on it yet, Will.
Well, so far, I mean, Tom Cruise's movies have been doing well, and the slump at the box office lately, I'm curious to see if he'll be able to break that slump.
And this is definitely a movie you want to see in the movie theater. I mean, if you after you see it, watch it on TV at home, it's great. But watch it on the big screen if you really want to see it. This is a blockbuster. This might be the biggest movie of the year.
So we're finally getting out of the rut of matinee only. Are we moving into?
Oh, we're moving up.
Yeah. Okay, what's your rating then?
I would put this one.
Just let me give a refresher on the ratings. It's don't go see this movie. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's worth a matinee. Mm-hmm. It's worth full price.
Admission.
So full price is obviously an evening showing, 10, 20, wherever you live, showing. And then above that is
Gonna see it twice.
willing to take a date,
Oh, yep.
followed by I'm going to watch it 2 times.
I might go see this a second time.
Ooh.
It's definitely go take a
excited.
date.
So the
Definitely
highest
take a date.
rating.
But
So the highest
I would,
rating.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love all the Mission Impossible movies. So
Yeah. Tom Cruise, I mean, again, this dude is
I
now
think
61
in
years
my
old.
opinion, the second one was probably the worst, but I mean, the rest of them.
Yeah.
And I say the worst. I mean, it
was still good,
Yeah,
but
it's still
yeah.
a
But
watchable
I'm
movie for
serious,
sure.
yeah.
But
Yeah. I would say the second one was the weakest one.
Wes, it's like it's so good, I'm going to take 2 dates.
yeah, taking,
I went by myself.
I'm taking they, them.
yeah, taking,
With one on each arm.
yeah.
That's how good this movie is.
You have to come with me.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything recently, Will? You ain't gone to the movies in a while.
No, it's been a while since I've been to the movies, other than, taking the girls to go watch a movie. But no, since last time, I don't think I've seen anything new.
One show I'm looking forward to start watching is on Netflix. Is that show Quarterbacks or Quarterbacks?
Isn't it like just MTV Cribs, but with the quarterbacks?
No,
it's not.
this is Omaha Productions, which obviously is Peyton Manning, and NFL have got together, and Peyton followed 3 quarterbacks, which is Marcus Mariota, Kirk Cousins, and Patrick Mahomes for the entire season.
Oh.
And he's full access. I'm talking reading their kids' bedtime stories, training, playing,
Yeah.
full. And I mean, they're saying the coverage on it is just insane. For 3, and dude, Peyton couldn't ask for, but I mean, one of the guys won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
So
I
he's
saw a
got 3
4-minute
tiers.
teaser clip of it. It's already out now. You can watch
Yeah.
it. We just haven't started watching it, and it looks really
Yeah.
good. I mean, if you're into football,
Yeah.
I mean,
But a lot of those documentaries, even like ESPN 30 for 30s, man, those are fantastically done.
yeah. But
So,
this is a whole series,
Yeah. Because, I mean, they don't. I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't like sports. This is way beyond sports.
Yeah.
This is getting to know the people and the stories that lead up to it. That's why I like on the College Game Day,
Oh yeah.
how they show those clips of what's going on behind the scenes
Yeah,
and
it
the
really
stories
lets you connect with some of these
with some
players.
of and the teams.
And go ahead.
And it's nice he's covering all 3 tiers. Top tier,
Well,
middle tier,
that was his.
and
That was his.
bottom
Well,
tier.
that was his goal. He's like, I want to try 3 different quarterbacks, different points in their career, different styles, and because I saw Peyton Manning was being interviewed on Pat McAfee show, and that's where I was reading a lot about it, and I mean, it just sounds like it's going to be really, really good, and they're like, man, this is going to introduce a lot of people to football, like you said. It may be. Some people may watch this and be like, "Man, I might really
Watch
want
next season.
Yeah, I may want to start watching the game, see these people play, and it's already been green light for a second season.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, so yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good. So I'm excited about that. Other than that, we were watching the second season or the first part of the season. Why is Netflix doing like a half season release now? Because we were watching.
trying to get people excited about The Witcher, and then come on with the last.
Well,
thing.
I was talking about the Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh.
I
And
know
it's 5 episodes, and it's usually 10. And then they're taking like a month break, and now they're starting doing the
same
other
with
fight.
Witcher.
And I'll
So
tell
I
you
don't
why.
understand.
Here's the reason why. Because people were going, you can do the trials for free, but now you have to do it for 2 months. So now you either have to work twice as hard to
Yeah.
have 2 separate trials, or you're just going
Yeah,
to stay
because
subscribing.
that's what some people are like. I just wait a whole year, do the trial, watch everything I missed, and then cancel it, or just pay for 1 month, $20,
Yep.
as opposed to every month $20.
And that's what they're trying to stop from doing. So they use that with their big shows that they know people are going to watch.
I mean, it makes sense, but
That's why Stranger Things, they'll break it up too. The Witcher
don't
was
love
broken
it.
up
Yeah.
too.
But it's like, who has time to just do a year worth of watching in like a short trial period?
People that work from home and have no social lives, or just that time frame, they're like, I'm not doing anything but watching these shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not them. I mean,
Is that hitting home, Wes?
no.
Okay.
I'm rewatching King of Queens right now.
yeah, Lisa rewatches old shows constantly. I think just kind of filler, and she's
I
just
finally got around to watching Modern Family.
Oh, dude, I
Oh,
told
yeah.
you that's a great show.
The first 3 seasons are like the best comedy you'll see on
I know you
TV.
don't like Andy Samberg, but Brooklyn Nine-Nine's good, except for the last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big Sandberg. Him
But-
or Tracy Morgan. Nothing against them. I just I don't
Connect with them.
connect with those characters, with the characters they put out.
Yeah, no, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was awesome, but not the last season.
There's a reason they canceled it.
Well, they knew it was the last season going into filming, but it's like, did you really have to just quit?
Yeah.
At least that's what it felt like, I guess. But
But they need to come out with more like Community, Big Bang Theory. I
Well,
liked
Community,
all
they're doing a
those.
movie.
Yeah,
It
well,
should-
6
Oh, I heard
seasons in a
that.
movie.
But I don't know when it's going to come out now because the writers are on strike. Now the actors are on strike. So
UPS is on strike. Everyone's striking. I'm about to start striking.
Yeah.
That's Lady Bird. That's crazy. What else y'all got? Anything? We can move into some Would You Rather if you want, or unless you got something
No,
that
I
we
mean,
didn't cover. Anything?
well, the
Doesn't
only,
have to be about anything specific.
Yeah, well, no, the only other.
If you want to come out of that closet, feel
Yeah.
free.
No, my wife and 2 kids are listening.
yeah.
No, I saw a thing on this lady called into Dave Ramsey, and she has $192,000 in debt. Her husband has $45,000 in debt, and she wants to find out how she can be a stay-at-home mom and live off the husband's salary of $33,000.
it's called OnlyFans. That's how you do it. You can work at your own pace and time
But then,
and do whatever you want.
she's got a at-home job, not just a stay-at-home wife.
But then,
But hold on.
yeah, but I looked into the article.
200 between the two of them, $240,000 in debt, in student debt. Like,
Well, because
bro, what are you doing?
She's a pharmacist, so probably making $100,000 a year. Her husband's making $33,000, so obviously she probably had to go to school.
So if anyone's staying at home,
It's going to be his ass. He's going to be a
Papa
stay-at-home
Bear staying
dad.
at
So
home.
she
Yeah.
probably went to school to become a doctor or pharmacist. I'm sure you still have to go to school. What,
You do.
10
a
years?
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about 10.
8 years, I think,
Yeah.
for pharmacists.
They're
but I don't
going to
know
do
for
all
sure.
that to essentially be a doctor or pharmacist. You're making $100,000 a year, and then you just want to be a stay-at-home mom. It's like,
You pay, that's dumb. You invested this much into yourself.
Dude, we
just
got friends that can't survive by themselves on $33,000 a year. Ain't no way they're doing it as a couple. I don't
and
think
this-
they have any
yeah.
kids or anything.
And this is
but-
what the guy is thinking. It's like, I married you because you're making $100,000 a year, and I was making $33,000.
Yeah. Ouch.
There's no way. I don't know.
Did they
where
say what he does?
No, I mean the article just stated that he made $33,000 a year. I mean that's $16 an hour if you work 40 hours a week.
Oh, dude, local McDonald's offering 19.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know
Maybe
where.
if she moves to stay at home, he's gonna have to.
What part of the country is it? Well,
Well, it didn't specify, but I don't know
Yeah, I
where
didn't
you
get
could
into their private details.
Because
on
even
thing.
if your house was paid off, unless you live in a place with no property, I still don't know how a family. Because I think what is the average throughout the U.S. household income is like what 75,000.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
so
For a family of
yeah,
four, maybe.
so I mean, you're not
definitely
even
for
you're
one.
you're less than you're like 40%. You know, you're less than half. There's no way I think you could survive and pay back 200 and something thousand in student loans.
no. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you're right. It's in the 70,000. I mean, obviously it depends on what state you're in, but yeah, 75,000 for that
Nationwide.
median family income.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dude, 200 and something thousand. I mean, they have a house worth of student debt.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, maybe not so much anymore. Dude, 240,000
said
don't buy you much of a house.
She
these
was
days.
119. He was how much? He was 45 or
45. Hers was 192.
192.
And his is 45,000.
That's 240,000 essentially.
Yeah. So you're spending 200,000 to become a doctor, and then say I want to stay at home.
Yeah, you should have made that decision 8 years ago. Save yourself some heartache, and then maybe you could stay at home.
Yeah.
If you had no debt. But even then, that's a stretch.
I guess you could stay at home. A little bit. You're a pharmacist, but you probably have to do a little bit more illegal activities.
I was like, be a street pharmacist.
No, exactly. Should be street selling Ozempic.
I'll mix it just right to where you'll get all the goods, but you're not going to be affected negatively. You're not going to die from taking this stuff.
Good Lord. All right. Well, do you got a would you rather over there, Doze, or what?
Yeah.
Or a situation you think we need to be aware of?
I have a would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather go back to the age of 5 with everything you know now,
Oh, that sounds good.
know now everything your future self will learn? So everything you would learn in the future, you'll know it right now at this point in time. Or with everything you currently know right now, would you want to go back to the age of 5?
Dude, that's tough.
Because what, if we live another 50 years, so you're going back, if you can.
Okay, I'll go first on answering this if you want me to,
Go ahead.
Wes. Okay, think about this, though. Everything I know from here on is, whatever. We'll say I live to 80, so that's 40 years, less than 40 years of knowledge, right? Mm-hmm. Versus the 40 years of knowledge I have now, but going back to 5. There's nothing I will learn in the next 40 years that... I mean, yeah, I can make lots of money, do stuff like that, obviously, but they would change. But you tell me this. I'm going to go back to being 5, because imagine going through childhood with a grown-up's brain. Dude, I mean, 1, school, easy, knocked out. Don't even have to study. 2, I mean, you're pulling any kind of girlfriend you want, or boyfriend. Man, I got to go with going a kid. Plus, it'd be fun just to be a kid again, not have to worry about, bills and all that stuff. Because if I learn all that information in the next 40 years, I still got to pay the house payment. I still got to,
Jonathan's over here, 8. He's saved up all of his money. He's like, you need to go to school. No. I'm going to go invest this on, I want to bet on this game. I want to bet on this.
so we're going back in time, too?
No. Just mean, well, you're 5, but you know all the stuff you know now. So if you're,
I know, but am I 5 and 9? Am I going back to 1985 or 85, or am I?
I'm thinking,
or am I now 5 in 2023?
You go back to 1980.
You go back to when you were 5 with all the knowledge you have now.
Definitely taking that, because, bro, I'm buying Google, I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying all of it when it's as cheap as it can be.
Because I saw a deal. It was if someone invested $1,000 in Google when it first came out, they would have made like $77 million by now. That's how much that would be worth now, or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you really want to know what's crazy, I've had over 300 Bitcoin at one point when it was worth practically nothing. $1 a Bitcoin. It's like, man, can you imagine I didn't spend that or whatever?
Or cashing in at the right time.
Yeah, cashing in was 50,000 a Bitcoin. Ugh.
I almost feel like you'd have to come together. Someone picks going back, someone picks learning the future. So as of right now, we got everything covered.
You got 80 years worth covered.
And if World War III is going to happen in 5 years, we know exactly where
so we got to go in it as a group.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, one of us has to stay here. Come on, guys.
Sucks to be you, Will, because I'm going back in time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough one.
So give me the argument for the other direction.
Yeah.
Then.
Well,
I gave you my argument for the young one.
Well, the only thing, since you do have kids, you got to worry about, it's like, okay, you got to meet this person at this time. You got to, if you want your kids to be born again.
Oh, if you're talking about going back, yeah.
Yeah,
but if you like the person you're with and all that stuff, then it'd be even easier to pick them up.
You even know how to everything you need to do.
Yeah. And you've already done it, so play it cool. Mm-hmm. That's my thing. I think I could pick my wife up again if I had to.
I don't know. I mean, it would be tempting to to know, to stay here now and know everything we're going to know in the future. But
I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely would love to be able to peek into the future, but
it's the thing that says your future self will learn. Because if I can learn what a lottery number would be 3 years from now, or
no, I get it. You could either direction you go, you're paid.
Yeah,
essentially.
And I would say
so. That's why I kind of took that out of the equation.
And the reason I would say you wouldn't want to learn, I guess, the future self, because say World War III happens, things get destroyed. Well, you don't know where the best place to live would be because it was in your experience would end.
What happens if you take I want to live my future, and then 5 years from now you get hit from a bus and you only got 5 years worth of knowledge? I guess maybe you could be like, oh, then I wouldn't get hit by the bus, but I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I could see both sides, but yeah, I guess going back to when I was 5.
Dude, think if we all went back to our 5 with our brains now. We'd probably rule the world.
I mean,
maybe not, but
we all know that money runs everything, and if you're the one who knows what's going to hit, all you like you said, start with $1,000, hit a few investments, and then
early
diversify, and the next thing you know, you're a billionaire.
Yeah, you start like with Nextel, get a bunch of money, and then dump all of that into Google. And then when that pops, because in Dell, remember when Dell
hit up Apple?
So you hit them as they come. That way, every year you just quintupling your money.
The only problem we're running into though is with all of us going back to our younger selves is Hot Tub Time Machine.
Well, then
yeah, dude, I forgot about that movie.
And then
Nike, I mean, you're kind of right.
Right when they signed Michael Jordan as a rookie. That movie,
Yeah.
Air was amazing.
Oh, Air was good.
Yeah. Y'all have one? So we all pick going back
I
to
do.
age
I got
5,
one
knowing
while
what we
Wes is
know
bringing
now.
his up. Oh, man, I got a couple of good ones.
I'm ready. It doesn't take me long.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. From the show King of the Hill,
Nice.
would you rather be Bill Dauterive or Dale Gribble?
I'm going Dale Gribble.
What's your argument for Dale?
A lot. Okay, one, sometimes I put my tinfoil hat on.
Okay.
I like a good conspiracy. Two, at least Bill's single and perpetually single. Yep. I mean, he did have.
He had a wife for a while.
Yeah,
but he was experimented on.
but at least. Yeah, but then again, Nancy.
She's constantly cheating on you.
But you know what? Hey,
you're oblivious to it. But your son isn't your son.
Yeah.
So
you were literally
old, fat, lonely,
and your wife literally is doing all the work for you and making all the money.
Happy,
but oblivious.
You got a kid that thinks, dude. Ignorance is bliss. I'm still taking Dale. Because at least you can crush at night if you want. And
he does. He has sex twice a year. Their anniversary and his birthday.
Yeah, well,
he's saving his juices.
I can't bring any of my. I have to just be
Dale Gribble.
So I'm still taking Dale Gribble.
So, president of the gun club.
How many times a year does Bill Dauterive have sex?
You know what?
0.
I mean, he gets thrown one every once in a while, and it's always a different person.
Then you're just loving everything Hank does.
Here's the thing: Bill was a high school collegiate athlete.
I get it.
High tiered. He served in the
but
military.
I'm thinking about being them
VA
at
benefits.
their current age.
Wes is like, I'm trying to be Bill before the experimentation by the military.
He's fat, bald.
Yeah. So what?
And hairy.
So I'm still taking Dale. Who are you taking, Will?
And I guess
why?
I would probably go with Dell
for the same reasons.
Be the president of the gun club, constantly thinking the government's after you.
Yeah, he is
thinking that your gay dad was actually trying to mac on your woman. That's why you hate your dad.
Such a good joke.
So it sounds like Wes is going Bill.
Oh yeah, what are you going with?
I'm leaning towards Bill, and here's the reason why.
Says I'm used to this single lifestyle,
yeah,
so
there's
it's not much of a change for me.
I mean, he owns his own house. I don't know how,
Okay.
And like I said, he was a collegiate athlete, and he's got a much easier life. He's not doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff, finding himself in weird positions and like buying alien urine in Marfa, Texas, or wherever stuff doing.
So essentially, you just go bald.
So
and you can get fat.
You're liking the more laid back,
lifestyle.
low stress lifestyle. Hey, there's a lot to be said for that,
with
sure.
With the occasional, lady friend.
Occasional lady friend.
I mean, I'm getting fatter and balder. Will I meet a woman tomorrow? Experience says no. But I'm out there digging holes, trying to find a new one.
Digging holes trying to find a new one. Oh, God.
Well, that's from that one episode with Boomhauer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
And if y'all didn't have had another would you rather, I thought was kind of odd. So unless
You
y'all have
go
one.
for it. Hit me with it.
Okay.
We got time.
Hit me
One,
with your best
would you
shot.
randomly time travel plus or minus 20 years every time you fart, or teleport to a different place on Earth every time you sneeze?
But we get to come back.
I'm assuming, eventually
Hold
when you fart
on.
again.
So every time you fart, you...
Time travel plus or minus 20 years.
But you don't
Or-
know which direction you're going. And
Or-
then you're stuck there until you fart again, and then maybe you'll come 20?
And then, or every time you sneeze, you teleport to a different part of the planet.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You could teleport yourself right in the middle of the ocean.
Be down there with Ocean Gate submarine.
I'm telling
Quick.
you. Or right in the middle of the Marianas
Um,
Trench.
Does it have to be a real sneeze or like a...
Well, I think out of these things, I would probably choose the sneeze because,
You can end up in Australia.
yeah, but
Or are they trying to kill you?
John's
I
like,
feel like
Can
I
I
feel like
fart?
you can control a sneeze. You can't control a fart. Like you can to a point, but eventually that gas has to come out. A sneeze, there's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself from sneezing. And so I just feel like, but see, here's why it'd be a problem for me, because I'm one of those people, I can't remember what it's called, it's like photo, I don't remember the scientific word for it, but when you go out into the sunlight, you sneeze. So every time I go from a room like this out into the sunlight, I sneeze twice, almost every time. So for me, it would actually be a horrible idea. But then again, dude, you're bouncing all over the timeline.
yeah, but
Because you fart and then you go back 20 years and then you fart again and you're like, oh, sweet, I'm going to go back to my normal time. No, you're 20 years further back.
But the question is, if you stay in this exact spot, you could keep farting and hopefully you bounce
Bounce back
back
and
to
forth.
this spot.
Yeah,
You sneeze and who knows where you're going.
exactly. And I'm one of those people, even worse than you. I never sneeze just once. That's it. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. And I'm like, what the
You've jumped like 8 places.
Then I got to Uber and find my way back. Hopefully, I got my wallet on me.
You better be doing that Uber plane because you could be in
He
Italy.
sneezes while taking a shower.
Oh, dude. Friggin' ass naked somewhere. You're like, and then you're like, I need to sneeze. I need to sneeze. Please,
You're
God,
like
let me
sniffing
sneeze.
flowers.
You just cannot. Just can't.
Dust.
He keeps
Give me more
pepper
dust.
with
Give me
him.
more dust.
He keeps pepper with him everywhere he
You
goes.
get allergies, your nose gets stopped, and you can't.
Yeah. No, definitely for me, I'm choosing the farting
Yeah.
because even if I go back in time, I can at least make some sort of benefit for myself.
Yeah.
Like take a sneak peek, what's going on, grab a newspaper, the Gray Sports Almanac, or something to my advantage. But
Yeah.
different place locations.
Yeah, it's not really doing it. And you could end up in some hostile territory.
But at least if
Yeah.
you go forward in time, you're looking around.
You're right. I'm going
like,
to change my
fiber.
answer to every time I fart. And then just go on that ride.
Yep.
Baby girl, just go on that ride.
Just be careful on your diet.
Yeah, I'm a low
Yeah.
fiber diet.
Yeah.
Low
no
fiber.
beans.
Low protein.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go fart too, because at least you can learn something if you're hopping back and forth.
Yeah, you can benefit yourself. Sneeze.
Yeah.
Too many intangibles.
Yeah.
The variants. Mm-mm.
So we're all going, if you fart, you time travel
Do
plus
it.
or minus.
Do it. Oh, back 20 years. Oh, back again.
We're all just sitting here farting, and then we just. You're trying to figure out: are we going to go together? Are we going to go off on our separate paths?
I mean, you got a 50-50 chance, I
Well,
guess.
two of us will be going to the same spot because
No matter what.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
Where you go from there, it bounces all over the place.
Where the hell did you go?
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments. What are you picking?
Man, I got some good would you rather this week, but I'll go with this one. Okay. Every time you use a device, any device, you have to first read the entire user manual. Oh my God. Or they're already like, I hate it. Give me the other one. Just give me the other one.
Does that mean you have to read it in the other
Every
languages
time.
it comes
Every
in?
It
time.
says, every time you use a device, you first have to read the entire user manual, or you can only eat while you're running.
Oh,
Like, running.
Like sprinting.
Yeah, I mean running. You know, I mean you don't have to be all out, but you can't be a slight jog. You got to be running.
You know what? I'm gonna go. So every time I open my phone, I would have to read the user manual to answer a text.
Every time you get on that computer.
So if someone texts me right now,
Turn on the TV.
Spanish, French, Chinese, and do you have to like read every line, or just glance at
No,
every
you got to
page?
read it, homie. He's like, after a few times, I got to memorize. Why I got to read it?
Well, now you're like, oh, well, technically, you'd have to read in Spanish. You have
What
to
happens
read
when you
in-
turn the TV on? You're like, let me get out the manual.
You know what? I'm gonna go with eating while running because one, I guess that would help me be in shape more.
For sure.
'Cause
That. You're literally, and you probably can't get a lot of food in.
Yeah, well, and your house is big enough, so if I need to go a little snack and just gonna run up and down the house to eat my snack. So I'm gonna
Just
go.
hit a lap.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would be so difficult to eat like food you normally use with a fork and knife. I mean, you just had to grab a steak. And just,
I mean, you pretty much, you got to,
there's no soup.
you got to essentially hit finger foods. I mean, you're going to lose a lot of stuff. You ain't eating crab legs while you're running down on the treadmill. You know what I mean? I told you this one's difficult.
Well, you can crack them, and then once you get all the meat, then you run when you start putting it in your mouth.
Will, you just got to read it before you use it. Then you stay on it.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you
Turn
can
the
stay
TV
on
on
it.
and just.
But look at it this way: your dinner table, you set up a treadmill. You put your food in front of you, but you're just sitting there. Someone texts
Yeah,
you.
you eat soup
Yeah.
or something like chili while you're running.
Hot chili.
Okay, someone emails you, and you have 20 seconds to answer back. Okay, let
I
me
mean,
bring up
you
this
try and eat like a bratwurst, man. You take a step wrong, man. That thing goes all the way down
Yeah.
your gullet.
Yeah, but how many times a day do you eat, and how many times a day do you open different devices?
I mean, I'm gonna definitely.
No, I mean, I understand your argument. I mean,
Because
I'm just trying to rationalize it in my own head.
and here's why I have to choose read the instruction manual.
Okay, go.
Because I'm not one of those people that can exercise and eat. I will throw up every time. So I would not
there's
live very
problems
long.
like that.
That once you said that, I'm like, well, that made the decision for me. I can't throw up every time I eat a meal. I'll dehydrate and die. So I'm going to have to choose the read the instructions.
Terms of service.
And that's
terms
what I'm
of
going to
use.
do, just like you did.
Oh, this is
I'll
dude.
check
actually,
my phone
this
one
is-
time a day.
I was thinking it was the terms and agreements,
But the user manual.
but it is just the user manual. Some user
might as well
manuals
pretty.
not too bad.
They're not, but
Does the quick start guide count? I skimmed through that pretty quick.
Okay, we're ready to start your movie. Here is the projector quick start manual if you want to read that thoroughly before we get it
You
started.
try to go to the theater. I don't think it would work like that.
yeah,
I think it's got to be your device.
your device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you decide?
I'm gonna have to say eating while running.
I'm going to go with eating while running as well because I'm one of those people that I can eat the same thing every day, like for lunch. Like I can eat a sandwich every day for 10 days straight.
do
If it just doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I had to run every time I eat, I could, I would kind of get into certain foods that I would just figure it out. And I can eat pretty fast. So, I don't know, I'm only gonna need about 5 minutes of running, and I can get it all down, and then I can go back to relaxing. But yeah, I feel like we just use, emails and computers so much. But you log in at the beginning of the day, read the user manual, and then you're on all day, assuming you don't stop.
It goes into sleep, like you got
Damn
your
it.
watch, goes into sleep mode.
Yeah. Oh, Joe, can you give me the time, sir? 1 minute.
But and another thing it'll find yourself doing is using fewer devices.
See, and that would be good. It could, it could get you to, stop that. Of course, on the other side, it could get you to eat less and lose some weight on the other side. At least me. But you can only do that to a point. Then you're, like you said, you're in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would take. Y'all, you want me to do one more or what?
It's like, are you a healthy eater? Yes, I only eat while running.
This is a hard one to decide. Would you rather begin every sentence with "Hey, idiot," or end every sentence with "Haha, I was just kidding"?
I guess "Hey idiot" is what I would go for because it's no one can get offended by it. It's pronoun neutral. Hey idiot.
I mean, that is a good point. But
What happens? You got a job interview.
yeah,
Well, as long as they know I have to say it, that's fine.
you're not going to get they're not going to understand
Yeah,
because
but
they don't know you.
but it's not the first. It's every sentence.
Every time you speak, hey idiot.
Yeah. So let's talk about your salary.
Hey, you didn't say hey idiot.
Oh, I know, but it's like the ha ha ha. Just kidding. It's like,
Dude, the problem with ha ha ha, just kidding. Nothing. You could never get anything done.
Yeah.
You try dating a girl with after everything you say
Hey.
is haha, just kidding. It's like, hey, you want to go on a date? Haha, just kidding.
hey,
You're the
sweetie,
love
I
of my
love
life.
you. Haha, just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be
Will you
no,
marry me?
Were you really
Just kidding.
Were you really kidding? No, I wasn't. Haha, just kidding. It's like,
Totally serious right now. Just kidding.
I mean, if you like had established kind of most things in your life, you might be okay with the haha, just kidding.
Yeah.
But you would have to find someone that you could explain this to and just be like, look, at the end of every sentence, I have to say, haha, just kidding.
Does that also include emails?
And text messages.
Oh,
Because now you're getting
dude, yeah, you start putting stuff in text, it's harder to like really discern if they're playing. Because even hey idiot, I feel like you walk up to them, you're like, oh hey idiot, you can kind of make it sound like you're not really
Now,
being mean to them or
I think
whatever.
I've had the solution here. You have to speak,
And not just type.
or could I sign language and still finish it with "you idiot"?
So you
You're communicating.
sign you idiot, but then you
you say-
speak whatever you want. That might be a decent loophole, or a different language.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you learn how to say it in every language,
I've been there.
yeah, and you just the person across from you
or
doesn't
whatever
speak
it
a
is.
certain language. You say it some other language, and then they're like, "What was that?" Just be like, "Ah, something I do," and then they're gonna look it up later.
And you start learning it in all different kinds of languages.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad loophole.
But it's like, hey, idiot, I love you. I love you. Haha, just kidding.
Yeah, no, hey, I get there's problems with both of these.
Hey, idiot, I want a raise. I want a raise. Haha, just kidding.
Hey, idiot, I want to raise. Ha, just kidding. What if you had to do them both? Your life would be over.
Yeah.
So what are you going with, Will?
I'm going to have to go with hey, idiot.
I have to agree with you, Will. Hey, idiot. Final answer. Doom, doom. Locked in.
Yeah, I just don't think haha, just kidding would
No one would ever know
work.
when you're
Yeah, what
serious.
you're really
good
meaning.
because
Yeah.
I mean, even if you tried to explain it to someone like, hey, look, I have to say haha, just kidding after every sentence, haha, just kidding. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm being totally serious
Yeah.
right now.
haha, just kidding.
They're like, hey, idiot. What? Ah, I'm an asshole. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're just an asshole. I'm a professional asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could squeeze by with hey idiot, especially if you've already got a job and stuff like that, Either way, they would both suck.
Yeah, so we're all agreeing on hey, idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey idiot. We're agreeing on hey idiot. Yeah, for sure. All right, I guess we can jump on over to some dad jokes if y'all got some. Did y'all bring some?
Hells yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Hit me with it, Will.
Why didn't Han Solo enjoy his steak dinner?
I don't know.
It was chewy.
Aw.
Poor bastard. That's so bad.
Hey, well, did you hear about the guy who drank invisible ink? He's still at the hospital waiting.
He's still at the hospital waiting. I give you that one. I was excited to hear Apple might start selling its own cars until I learned they wouldn't support Windows.
That was good. That was good.
Just a car with no windows. Cameras, maybe?
Yeah. Well, here's another one. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it.
Yep. What do you call someone who refuses to fart in public?
Oh, what?
A private tutor.
What do kids play when they have nothing else to do? Board games.
Board games because they're bored. I get it. Oh, that was good. Y'all got anything else going on this upcoming week?
No, I know a guy that's going to Hawaii, so I'll be watching his house and, feeding his pool, watering his dogs, all that fun stuff.
Wearing his underwear when he's not around his house.
He's in there.
Well, and
Jonathan's boxers smell amazing.
and he has a small dog named Rusty, and Rusty loves to lick legs.
Yeah, he's done it in this friggin' podcast. He might be on camera.
I told him y'all need to get like one of those something to put, mannequin's
mannequin leg.
a salt block or something, just so he has something to lick.
No, we're not
While
trying
y'all
to
are
get
gone.
him to do it.
Well, I know, but y'all are going to be gone for a week. He needs something to lick.
Well, when
my
you
solution.
when you,
Why don't you just put some peanut butter on your balls,
yeah,
Bill?
you are coming over twice a day.
Yeah, like a little
Will.
mannequin
Give
leg.
him something to lick.
Just
Get something for you.
put a mannequin.
It's
leg
not
next
gay if
to
you
a
put
chair.
peanut butter on your balls when your dog licks it because it's your dog.
I know,
Your
but it
dog.
wouldn't
No.
be my dog.
Will's like, well, this ain't my dog. What are you doing with your dog,
Now you're
Will?
cheating on your dog, Will. It's okay because it's just a dog.
But yeah, something for him to lick. I know you don't want him to get it, but obviously he's not stopped licking.
I know. He's a licker, man. I just can't get it out of him. I mean, if you're laying there, I'll be working. All of a sudden, I'll start feeling something on my leg. And I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, because if y'all are gone and he won't eat, he'll kind of get sad. But maybe you have something to lick every once in a while.
Lick his own introduce him to his own balls. He's a dog.
You go in
That's
like
what she
Cracker-
said.
You go into like a feed store and be like, I need a salt block, but for like a dog, like a small version of. the
Will
salt
says, get a
block."
salt block in the shape of a leg. You come back, it's got like a divot licked into it.
But he's addicted and he quits licking y'all's leg as long as
It's like you did the leg lick.
it might have vitamins and stuff in it for him.
Hey, maybe you're starting a new business.
Yeah, I think we came in with a good product.
Maturely
matures.
Good project is
Yeah.
product is a stretch, but
Yeah, leg licking post for your dogs.
and you got to hold down the fort at work. What about you, Wes? Just work,
Yeah,
lots
just
of work.
Yep.
You said you have to work tomorrow. You're traveling somewhere?
No, there's an event that I'm going to work at.
Okay, but
Yeah,
didn't say
yeah,
anything.
permission, yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Got any dates lined up or anything?
I'm building up the courage to ask out this girl I really like. So we'll see. I have a meeting with her on Friday morning.
You'll
And-
have to report back. Hold on. Yeah. What? You have a meeting with her?
Yeah.
So
together.
y'all work together. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
We're-
were
we're-
Snapchatting or talking to
No,
each other.
no.
Hey, you want to meet? Let's get together at 10 o'clock on a Friday. And
Yeah, we're with different agencies, but we do. We're a lot of coalition groups together.
okay. This one's not married.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't always date when I did their married.
They're totally unavailable.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's not your fault if they tell you after the fact.
Exactly.
They got to be upfront about it. Hey,
Yeah.
you're not married. Sounds like their problem, not
It is
your
a,
problem.
there's two types of problems. Well, me problem and their problem. It's their problem.
So if the meeting goes good, then you'll ask her out on a date.
Oh, I know the meeting's going to go well.
Okay.
That's not the first time. It's coalition. We meet every couple months,
Okay.
so it'll be fun.
And then Will and we got to get our stuff together to register our kids for school again. That time of year, they ask for all kinds of documents for proof of residency.
Yet they have it all on file from the previous year.
Yeah, I know. And our school is like, even if you've been there, I mean, my kids have gone there their whole life. Every year they require you to resubmit it because it's a really good school and a lot of people are trying to get into it. So they just make you go through the hoops every year. So I mean, we're kind of used to it now, but
They're at capacity and they don't want people to keep trying to send their kids that don't live in the district.
Why don't you just build a wall around the school?
no wall around. Build that wall. No. Yeah, so we got that going on, and another thing I realized is July's the last month that there's no football on, gents.
That's right. Well, they're starting not spring training, but summer camps. I think next week they report.
So when are we doing our fantasy football draft?
Probably
The
the last week.
week. Yeah, I was like the week before the season starts.
Is the last year's winner still gonna? Still is he picking where we're doing it? Are we trying to go to a Cowboys game or preseason game?
I don't know. I
or-
haven't talked to him about all that.
I'm probably
I
not
guess
going to
we
go to a
should.
preseason game. Those aren't as much fun. You don't get to see the stars play. They're not playing full speed.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, you get to see the stadium, but I've been to the
I've been
stadium
there already.
a few
Yeah.
times, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm into it.
Y'all toured the whole thing.
Oh yeah, no, we've got to go all the locker rooms, suite boxes, everything.
Didn't you tell me that one ex-football star just added another kid to their small litter?
Oh yeah, the Phillip Rivers is expecting the 10th child.
His pull-out game is weak.
Dude, a 10th child?
child.
Like on purpose?
Intentional.
Like-
Yes. This dude, I'm telling you, y'all thought I was joking when I said his pull-out game is weak.
Him and Elon
Hey.
Musk, they got
Yeah.
something to prove, I
See,
think.
he doesn't want to quarterback his own football team. He wants to coach. So they need one more
Oh,
to
God.
go for 11 so they can fuel the whole team.
They could do 7 on
I mean, he
7.
can
Well, he
afford
could have
it,
done that 3 kids ago.
I couldn't imagine having that many kids. You got to keep all their names straight.
Dude, you've got to be rich to have that many kids, right?
Oh,
I mean, I know there are people that aren't, but dude, you don't know. You know how expensive kids is.
Yeah.
I mean, between daycare and just feeding them, clothing them, they always want to participate in some, event,
birthdays,
birthdays,
Christmas.
Christmas.
The
It just
future of
adds
the
up.
U.S., everyone's going to be like, who's your dad? Is it Elon Musk, Phillip Rivers, or Nick Cannon?
Or Nick Cannon.
I mean, there's a pretty good chance it's going to be one of those 3 guys.
Yeah. Who are they doing Hard Knocks with this year?
The Jets. That's what I was
Ooh,
told.
with Aaron Rodgers, huh?
Hey,
Is it-
Ron.
It's going to be psychedelic, huh?
We'll see.
Why is that?
Because
he
Aaron
threw those
Rodgers is a
psychedelic
big
drugs.
proponent for psychedelic drugs.
Oh, okay. And you're not? No.
Because then he go to, what was it? Not Hawaii, but he went somewhere, and remember he did his whole thing of living in the dark,
Oh,
doing
yeah.
different stuff to help make his decisions.
I wish I had the free time to do that. I'd like to go on a darkness retreat. You know what I mean? Like, sounds boring, but at the same time, sounds rather relaxing. Personally,
Yeah.
Yeah, not this cowboy.
a darkness retreat. Hey, then you can't read your terms and you can't read
It's too dark.
the service manual for your device
No.
because it's too dark.
I need light in my life.
Yeah, get all your manuals in Braille so you can do whatever. Just rub your fingers over.
There we go.
real
Hey,
quick.
idiot. You just type it out in Braille.
In Braille. Yeah. I have wanted to do those deprivation tanks where they float in kind of like super salty water or whatever. I thought that would be interesting to try.
Oh, actually, weren't you saying something about a guy lived for 100 days in the
Underwater.
40 feet underwater and like reduce his age by 10 years or whatever?
Yeah, we
Well,
talked about
that's a
it
genetic
last
level.
week.
Did we talk about?
Yeah, welcome to last week's podcast.
Did we talk about that last
Welcome back. Did you fart and go back 10 days or
There we
what?
go. Well,
I must have.
plus or minus really got worked into that one.
We're going to be about 10 episodes in and this is just going to start repeating. Just say 10 episodes every time because we forget what we talk about.
Yeah. And because I'm going on here, it's like, have I worn this shirt before? Because I only own like
10.
just a few shirts.
After the 10th
dude.
episode, Will's going to be in a repeating cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Will does wear the same. I mean, he washes them,
Yeah.
Well, I don't
but
know
he,
that they're clean.
he wears them
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the time, back to back. Hey, he's like, hey, I ain't trying to impress nobody.
No,
You know, I mean, it's a bold strategy, Kai.
it really is. We'll see how it works out for him.
Dude, I've thought about doing that, just getting like a bunch of, black, white, just whatever solid color T-shirts, and just getting 10 of them, and just every day.
That's called a uniform.
I know, but
I've
just
no problem
they
wearing a
say
uniform.
like some like millionaire or billionaires or whatever that do that. I thought they said Mark Zuckerberg used to do that because apparently you don't spend any of your brain power or time or anything, worrying about what you're going to wear, this or that. It's just every day, same thing. I mean, it would get a little boring, but at the same time,
I will say that was one of the better parts for me in the military is you knew exactly what you were going to wear every single day.
yeah. And I mean, nothing's stopping us from doing it in our real life,
I like to have different colors. I like wearing different things, different
But see,
pants, shorts.
you go out into the world and work.
Yeah.
We work from home. I could literally wear the same shirt every day and no one would know, except my wife may be like, hey, man, it's about time to change it up a little bit.
That T-shirt get a little rank, dude.
Yeah.
Well, no, you put on you get the same outfit, and then it's like, okay, if I'm going to go out for lunch, then I'll change. Come back. Change back into your at-home work outfit.
Oh, yeah. I could see this dude putting on a full-blown suit to walk from his bedroom to his office.
Yeah, you know what? I want to feel fancy today while I'm working.
Yeah. Hey, look good, feel good,
Well,
right?
I'm going to
Exactly.
put my good basketball shorts on and the T-shirt that doesn't have a hole in it.
I'm the weirdo who puts on pants with the suit for Zoom meetings.
My wife thinks I'm weird because I put on my, I get dressed, put on my shoes as soon as I wake up, and I do not take my shoes off till I go to bed. Like my kids and wife, 90% of the time,
Barefoot.
barefoot. I bet I
yeah.
could call them in here right now and they ain't got shoes on.
Well, I'm the same. Like when it's in the evening, I'll change clothes and I'll put on like my slip-on Skechers shoes. But
His old man shoes?
I'm never barefooted because my feet are 100% flat. So I'm not trying to constantly walk around barefoot.
That's how you have big calves, Will, because those flat feet.
Oh, yeah. No,
have
it's
y'all
'cause of
seen
soccer.
Will's calves?
Yeah, it's because of soccer.
He's so proud of them. That's like his
when
second
people are,
favorite
like,
part of his
flexing-
own body.
When people are
He says it's
flexing
because
their
of soccer
muscles.
because he played 3 times when he was 9.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
it's
people
a
are-
lasting effect. That
People are
game.
flexing their biceps. You got to flex what you got.
Well,
and,
like,
it's-
have you seen my
Yeah.
calves? That's why I wear shorts
Yeah.
every day.
and that's better than have you seen my right forearm? Because this thing is monstrous.
Because this thing is amazing. Look at the definition.
You don't even know about the record.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, pulling that Will. I just hit that with my hand.
All right. I guess I'll
I mean,
what?
Jonathan, edit that last part out.
the cables that run underneath, I hit it and it pulled on his microphone.
This dude says, sorry, I didn't mean to pull on that.
Yeah. There's the cables to the microphone.
It's definitely time to cut it off.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I don't think Will wants anything cut off.
All right, before we go, I got one joke for you. My neighbor has been mad at his wife for sunbathing nude. I personally am on the fence. All right, I guess we'll see y'all later. Everyone, follow us on all the social media channels.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit the like. Help us out.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow something. We're doing it for fun, but if we can grow it and get some kind of audience, that'd be fun too, because it'd be fun to interact with you guys.
Next week, maybe we'll do it from Hawaii. I don't know if our budget will allow us to fly out there to do a podcast or not, but we'll see.
FaceTime me in. It's fine. All right, gents. We'll see y'all.
All right. See you later.